any other characters, I don't have to. I don't want to ask by name just in case that's coming up. You don't have to. You don't have to spoil it. You don't have to answer. But Donna Troy, a friend really wants to know. So, is that a possibility?
Is Donna Troy a possibility for next season?
Or any future season?
I don't think there's any characters we've ruled out.
So you're not
I think if you're a fan of the books and the runs, you're gonna see people you like.
So you're not saying yes, and you're not saying no.
I don't know where we are, and I have to ask where we have publicity in terms of what's come out, what hasn't come out.
Has been cast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's.
Yeah. He knows. We have Donna Troy, and we're excited. I mean, look at.
We just want to see you sweat a little.
Yeah. I don't know, because when you're in the thick of writing the show and doing the show, there's a whole publicity universe around you, and it happens. It's cool. It's happening, but it's not. Like I don't sit down with publicity once a week and go for what we're doing.
Were you involved in? Now there was going to be a Titan show on TNT, I believe.
Right. Yes.
Were you involved in?
So Akiva was, and when you get here, he can tell you about that. It went from TNT to almost Hulu, and then the Warner Brothers with Jeff, Greg, and Berlanti and Akiva thought it would be great for this new service. So once they had that, that's when they called me to run the show. I came and read the script. I thought, awesome. So I've been involved since then.
And with the new service, it's not like a CW show. Do you feel like you have more freedom to go like a little further and like tones and things?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we wanted to make it, like a premium cable service as a show, just because it's not free TV, right? So if someone's going to have to pay for it, you have to give them something cool that they would want to pay for. And I love the CW shows. I think what they do is awesome. We're a little older. I think we're 5 years older in terms of our target audience than the CW shows, imprecisely, non-scientifically. So we can go, we still have, I think, really classic stories about family and about fighting off darkness, but the tone sometimes it skews a little darker and older than the CW shows.
Are there any specific Teen Titans storylines that you guys pulled from for this first season?
I think we're always looking at those books to pull from. I think, and Jeff Johns gets mad at me for saying this, I think we may have more specific ones from some of those runs in the second season than we did in the first. But there are many elements that are in it.
We got to see in the first two episodes when they showed them at Hammerstein, Dick Grayson at the police department and, his partner Amy from, the Nightwing comic. Are we going to be seeing a lot of Dick's non-Robin life, in the series as more of the police force and stuff?
Well, after you saw the first two episodes, you see where we are. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's always a struggle for him, for Dick Grayson's character, which part of him is Dick Grayson and which part is Robin, and how he has to learn how to separate the two of them or integrate the two of them to be able to get past the shadow of Batman. So some of that does involve seeing his personal life. Yeah.
Now, in terms of Batman, I had a chance to see the screeners the first 3 episodes, and we had the backstory of Dick Grayson, and you really didn't see Batman. You kind of saw a shadowy figure of Bruce Wayne. Obviously, you don't want to overshadow because of Batman, but is there a possibility of introducing him, like a guest appearance or anything, maybe as Bruce, or you just want to kind of stay away from it?
I mean, we've stayed away from it. Look, his shadow's over every single episode of the show.
Right.
I mean, his presence is everywhere, and it's a good. As Akiva says, what's super cool about limitations is it forces you to be creative. So we didn't want to put Bruce in as a real character or Batman as a real character, though you'll see subsequent episodes coming down the line. You can't. It's impossible in our storyline to avoid a confrontation.
Robin's first fight scene and the reference to Batman, I can't wait for fans to see that.
Yeah, the trailer was polarizing, and I get it was out of context, but now that people are seeing it integrated in the episode, it seems to be they understand what we tried to do, which is it's about him trying to figure out how to get past him. And by the way, he doesn't figure it out just by the expletive deleted right there. It's a struggle he goes throughout the season.
And will that struggle end with a Nightwing costume?
Well, you got to stick around to see.
In terms of his fighting, though, it's very brutal and almost borders on, I don't want to say sadistic, but it's just, it seems even, as I'm watching this, it says he doesn't want to be Batman, but I'm like wondering, like, how far is Batman going if he doesn't want to cross?
Well, I mean, it's a really good question, and I think, you know, I don't think it's sadistic, but I think there's a lot of self-hatred in there and a struggle there. So he's clearly not integrated it. He does not know how to deal with it. And so it's extreme at first, but it's a reflection of where he is as a character. He has to learn how to deal with it.
I did see that there was a difference in the flashback with Hawk and Dove. His fighting was much more, and then, so I did see that.
There's a design there. Yeah.
And with that flashback, and then the photograph that Hawk and Dove have at their apartment, you know, was there a Titans, or perhaps a Teen Titans, you know, that existed before the show started?
Well, that's what we're positing without giving out too much, that in that flashback that you're referencing, there's a time that they were together.
Are certain characters like you can't use? I mean, obviously, with the CW shows, I mean, the two important Titans, Roy and Wally, are part of that. Can you use those, or are you trying to stay away?
There's no characters that are off limits.
Okay, so they would just be different versions.
Everything is intentional.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering. Does being this, you know, the DC streaming network give you a lot more to work with? And apparently that's the case.
Nobody's saying no. I mean, you know, really, I would just turn at a table not unlike this, except rectangular rather than circular, and turn to Jeff and go, Jeff Johns, my partner, what about this? Can we do this? And at that point, you know, he was in charge of DC, so he'd be like, sure, or no, or here's why. So we would have a conversation about it. And I think that conversation will continue. We do use the characters we really want to and that we're excited about. It doesn't mean that we won't be bringing in others.
And on the subject of those CW shows, maybe not in the first year or two because you want to establish those, but down the line, maybe crossover, you know, through one of those wormholes into the other universes.
The CW? I don't know. I think we're kind of more, I mean, nothing's impossible, and everything is possible. But I think that we're in the streaming service world. I think that's where we'll be. I mean, I'd love if some of them migrated over to us. They're one more populated. There's only a few of us right now. Well, actually, only one of us right now. You know, Doom is shooting, but we're the only ones.
They can come to you.
Keep the world pretty much fleshed out. Obviously, you're going to be in there. You know, it's been announced Donna Troy's going to be in there. Does that mean somewhere in this world there's a Wonder Woman, somewhere in this world there's a Superman, or?
Well, just like in the original Wolf of Brett, I mean, in the original run, it's a story about, you know, disaffected sidekicks. So yeah, if Donna Troy's in there, you know, Wonder Woman looms.
So with Doom Patrol being introduced in this first season, how tightly will the Doom Patrol series be woven into the actual Titans?
They're separate shows completely.
Okay.
Yeah. But we do have an episode where. Yes. We good? All right. Thank you, Winston. Thank you. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for watching this show. Yeah, it should be fun.
Very impressive.
It's possible, you know, it's so curious because it's like strumming a song on your acoustic guitar for 5 years in a basement, and then suddenly taking it out on stage. We had no idea because we just haven't played it in front of people. It's been just our thing for a long time.
And congratulations on the season 2 pickup on it.
Yeah, thanks. Now, scary. Now we have to actually go figure out what to do. We're doing it kind of in the corners as we're walking through. We're talking, but we're going to sit down about 2 weeks and really start working on it. So a little bit of a victory lap here of sorts, and then back into the work. How many of you saw the first two? Were you at the Hammer? Yeah, that was a great audience.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like a rock and roll audience. People were into it.
I love that too because we had the open bar, those like nice couches, and like the comics there, and like the popcorn. I was like, yeah, this is nice.
It was fun. Yeah, they really
nice. Oh, and we get to watch the show.
Two shows.
Yeah, and like, you know, Marv Wolfman was there, so it's like watching Titans with like the Titans guy. I know he didn't create them, but he created them.
Okay, oh great. Nice to meet all of you. Thanks so much.
You too.